All right, so hello and welcome to the day 12 of AWS certification series. So, till now we have covered different services. Like this series is of about the cloud practitioner certification series. So we have covered different services like EC2 instance services. We have covered the IAM. We have covered, and currently we are learning the S3 bucket. Okay. So I have started the S3 bucket yesterday as well. Okay. So what could be the agenda of this today's session? So we'll talk about the agenda, but before that, if you are new to this session, okay, and you want to check all the previous recordings which we have given till day 11 part, so you can go here at the YouTube. Just search for the YouTube. Okay. And under the YouTube, you can go here and search for ineuron. Okay. So under the ineuron, you can able to see the playlist. Here one playlist option would be present. So under the playlist, you are going to get the cloud practitioner certification series. So whatever the certification series lectures I had taken, that is being available under this practitioner session. Okay. So all the recordings are available till from the promos to day 11. The recordings are available. Okay. And if you want to check the different resources we have, different resources, and you can say uh, the lectures which are present under our LMS, that you can check here under the description. Whatever the videos you are checking it, under the description we are attaching this link. So in here, the checkout for free course, you can go here and click on that link. So it will be redirect to you to the ineuron. And here, if you didn't done any login and you didn't registered yourself, you can register it. Okay, just clicking on the register part, and you can continue with the Google. You can attach your Google, and you can do a sign in. Okay, while doing sign in, you are going to get an option of enroll now. Okay, currently I am currently enrolled in, so because of that it is showing go to course. So just click on enroll now options. You will get an option of go to course, and you will be redirected to the dashboard. So the same lectures are available which are present on YouTube, but the options here is like you can get the resources which I'm using, that is being uploaded in the LMS. You can see from the day 1 to day 11 the resources are present, and plus with the assignments and quiz, with whatever the sessions I'm taking with related to that, assignments and quizzes are available, and you can find the resources under the resources section. So for every video you can check the resources under the resources section. So I'm attaching the PPT plus the lectures. Okay, the lectures which I'm writing notes, which I'm providing you, that is being available under the resource section. Okay, so all right, so you got the understanding where you can find the resources. Okay, and where you can get the lectures through the YouTube and through the LMS as well. Okay, now we are proceeding with what is the agenda of today's session. So we have agenda like we are going to understand, and we are going to create one static website for under the S3. We are going to do that. Okay, I'll show you like how the static website is being created and is being added in the static website. And S3 versioning means like if you're storing if you have followed my previous class, so I have told you like we are attaching objects under the bucket is being created at very first, and we are attaching objects under the bucket, and that bucket have a versioning system. Is that means like you can enable the versioning part, and how the versioning works I will show you, like how versioning will create one type of ID that is being differentiated from the, it is being replaced by if you are uploading any kind of a file. Okay, and the same name of a file is being uploaded, so different version of ID is being created. Okay, so I'll show you like how the versioning works. Okay, then we'll talk about the replication part, how the replication is being done, and we'll talk about the S3 storage classes. Okay, in the storage classes, it is being needed like if you are uploading anything under the S3 bucket. Okay, so in that case, like which storage classes is being required for us. So there could be a requirement of many things, like if you want to store the data under the S3 bucket, but you can't, it's not necessary you want to access that particular file, but you want to store it somewhere. Okay, so different classes are available based on the usage. So we'll get the understanding. And S3 encryption, like if you are uploading your data or object under the bucket, it could be encrypted. Okay, means like no one can able to decrypt your files. Okay, so I will let you know like what we have covered yesterday, and then we'll move on to the static website. Okay. Okay, so what we have learned yesterday, so I have started with the S3 bucket, right? The definition of S3 bucket I have told you, the full form of S3 bucket, what I have told you, S3, Amazon S3 is stands for simple storage service. And I have told you a different use cases of S3. Okay, a different use cases in which means like if you have a requirement or to store something in the drive, and you want to back up of that particular storage, so you can use the S3 bucket for your work. Okay, and we can archive the data as well, okay, under the S3 bucket. And for archiving it provide you some amount less amount of charges it is going to provide you, okay, if you are doing archiving. Okay, and for the data recovery also you can use it, the S3 bucket. Okay, so the definition we have discussed, the use cases we have discussed, and we had discussed about the S3 bucket, Amazon S3 bucket policies. So for creation of a bucket, I have shown you like how the buckets is being chosen. Since like if you are creating a bucket, so we have to take care of the naming conventions. So what are the things we have added in the naming conventions? Like if you want to create a bucket, it could not be start with the uppercase letter, okay, and there could not be an hyphen, underscore could not be mentioned if you are creating the S3 bucket. Okay, so remember, like we don't start our bucket name with the uppercase, okay, and we don't have to add underscore in it. Okay, it always starts with the lowercase letter, okay, and you can start with the numbers as well. Okay, so the naming conventions we have covered, and we have talked about the bucket policies, like a different scenarios. I have told you like how this different scenarios is being happen. Like if users wants to access your S3 bucket, so let's say like you have done a public your S3 bucket, okay, and people wants to access it. So how the policy is being created, so I have shown you like a different policies are there, and the policies are in the JSON format, and what are the things are available under the key value. Okay, key value pair would be there. So under the key part, so what are the things are available, that is this versioning statement, principal, resources, effect, different things are available. So how it is being created based upon the different use cases. So with the public S3 bucket, if we are doing it, so what I have shown you yesterday, we'll see the yesterday's note. So you can see for the JSON file, what I have told you, like a versioning I have told, right? This versioning statement, SID part, effect, principle, and action. These things we have discussed. And plus, if we want the access of the S3 bucket and we want to make it public for it, so in that case, the anonymous user would be there, okay, which he wants to access the S3 bucket. So in that case, we have to add a policy under the S3 bucket, not to the anonymous user. Okay, so in here the S3 bucket in which public is being added, okay, so, and the IAM permissions, like if users wants to the same user which are present in your Amazon account or AWS account, so in that the IAM policy is being started. Okay, so in which IAM policy is being given, then the users can access it through the S3 bucket. Okay, then we talked about the IAM roles, like how the IAM roles is being created with different the services we can create the roles. I have shown you with an example of EC2 instances, with that how the EC2 instances is being created and the policies is being added under the IAM roles, not under the S3 bucket. Okay, and the cross account access, like a cross account access, if the if one users are present in different AWS account, like I am user we have created, and that account is being accessed to different S3 bucket. So this I am user is in one account, okay, one AWS account, and this S3 bucket is in different AWS account, okay, and we want to make an access to the IAM user. So in here the S3 bucket policies we have to change it, okay. So these things we have discussed, and I have shown you like how the policies is being created, okay, different policies is being created, and how we can public our objects, okay, and what we have to enable it and what we have to add under the policies, then it could be accessed, right? Next we are going to understand the static website, okay. We'll start with static website. Static website in Amazon S3. Means I'm just going to show you like how a small, I'm just creating one small index.html and how it is being hosted under the S3 bucket. S3 you can say Amazon S3. We are going to host it under this static website hosting, okay. Why we are creating the static website hosting? It's because like anyone publicly they can access your objects or buckets, okay. So because of that we are creating a S3 static website hosting done to access objects publicly, okay. So a static website is being means like we are hosting a static websites, so because of that people can access the objects which are present under the S3 bucket, okay. And how the URL is being designed, okay, if like if you have created a static website, okay, so how the URL is being defined. So let's say like we have a website is available that is http, okay, http hyphen, so and the bucket name, like a bucket name you have created. So let's say like a bucket name, your bucket name I'm mentioning it, so different bucket name you can add it like based upon the bucket name you have created, your bucket name, okay. And dot s3 hyphen website, okay, and the AWS region which you have selected, okay, AWS region dot Amazon AWS.com. So when you are hosting your static website, okay, so how the static website is being added? So with the HTTP and the bucket name which you have created, with that bucket name and S3 website and the region like AWS region. So you remember, so what I have mentioned, S3 bucket is a global region, it comes under the global region, but the buckets you are creating it based on the regions, specific regions you can create it, okay. It's not necessarily like it is available to a global region, you can create a buckets in specific region, okay, like a US East you can create it, or in Asia like a Mumbai you want to add it, you can create in the Mumbai as well, Okay, so different specific regions we can add it. So because of that, the bucket name is being added in here, and S3 website, then AWS region. Under this AWS region, you can whatever the regions you have selected for the bucket name, so the region could be shown it here. Okay, and if you want to access, means like you have created a website and you are getting an access of like you are getting an issue like a 403 forbidden. So this for 403 forbidden issue, you are getting it after accessing this link, the link which I have mentioned in here. So with this link, if you are accessing it and you find it out, the error you are getting as a 403 forbidden, it's because you need to make it public, and I have shown you like how you can make it public. After making it public, then it can be accessible, means like that particular link could be accessible for you. Okay, and how people can able to access that particular the S3 bucket. So let's say like we have a S3 bucket is available here. Let's say we have a bucket is available. Okay, and this could be, and the user wants to access it. Okay, this is an S3 bucket and it is available under the box. Okay, so let's say it is available under one region, that is a US East. Okay, US East 1, it is being available. So under this, it is being available, the S3 bucket is available and the users wants to access it. Okay, so this is one user. The public user means like the public user who wants to access the bucket, user who wants to access this S3 bucket. So how they can access this bucket? So with this URL, the URL which I have mentioned, the HTTP, the same URL through which it is being accessed. Okay, the same URL, it is being accessed. Okay, so how, it's like user wants to access the S3 bucket. So in that case, we need to make it public. The S3 bucket, the S3 bucket which we have created for a hosting our static website hosting, in that case we have to provide it. It is being converted into public. Okay, I will show you like how we can make it public. Yesterday I have shown you like how we can make it public for the policy, I have shown you, but here for the hosting I'm going to show you like how we can make it public. Okay, so we got the understanding like with the hosting part, like what is the requirement of static website hosting, why we have to do the website hosting, and we have seen like how the website link is being available. So HTTP, your bucket name, the bucket name which you are going to create it, and the AWS region could be mentioned in here, and you are going to get the 403 forbidden error. So I'll show you like we are also going to get a 403 forbidden error, and I'm going to solve that particular issue. And then you need to make it public. You have to means like if you want to get out of this issue, like a 403 forbidden error issue, if you want to so you need to make it public, means like we need to make it public, then with the 403 error is going to be gone. Okay, and how the user is going to access it, under this region the S3 bucket is available, and through the user it can be accessible through this link. Let's do the hands-on work through which you will get a good understanding like how the S3 bucket is being created for the static website. Okay, let me change the scene. Okay, so you need to go here under this interface, like under the management console, you are going to get in. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. So I am under the management console and you want to go here under the S3 bucket. So you can see the S3 bucket is available. The recently visited, you can say the service is S3. And if you want to go here, if it is not available under this recently visited section, you can go here under the services and you can go here and the all services are available. So in which you can alphabetically search for the S3, you can able to get it. And if you have idea like S3, the name of the service is S3, just search here S3. Okay, so it is going to provide you the service which are available. So we are under the Amazon S3. Okay, increase. Okay, so we have some buckets we have already created, different buckets we have created for our projects. We have done that. Okay, so we are going to create a new bucket. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new bucket. So if you remember, so what we have done currently, it is showing a global, right? What I have told you, the S3 bucket is comes under the global region. Okay, but the buckets you are creating it, you can create with any regions. Okay, different regions are available where the S3 Amazon S3 is being available. Okay, so in which you can choose any kind of AWS region based on your needs. Okay, based on your customer base, you can choose it and you can create the bucket. So the bucket name, we have to mention it. What I have told you, it could not be start with the uppercase and it would be unique for you. Okay, so it is not like you are putting something which are not unique. Let's say like if we are adding a demo only. Okay, we have added D, it's starting with the lowercase, it is fine, but it is not unique for us. Okay, we are just going to, I'm just going to show you like how it is being done. So with the demo, it is not a unique name. Okay, but in this region, you need to be sure in this US East region, this bucket name should be unique. Okay, so we are going to add demo is a not a unique name. So let's say like we want to add it. So let's take my name and S3 and tutorial. Okay, so I have mentioned a Vikas. Okay, that is starting with the lowercase and I didn't add in any underscore. Okay, and hyphen S3 tutorial we have added. So let's see like this name is being available under this region and this is unique for us or not. Okay, the ACL is disabled for us. Okay, and block all public access. Okay, fine, we have done that. Okay, disable versioning is also disabled, encryption is fine. Okay, we are going to create a bucket here. All right, so you can see the bucket is being created because the unique name I have taken. Okay, so under the Vikas S3 tutorial, you can see we have to upload something. Okay, and if you want to host a website, so I am going to show you like how the website is being shown with the static website, how it is being done. So we are going to add some files in here. So let's say we want to add a files. So you just go here under upload part and it will be going to show you this kind of interface. So under the upload, you can get the options here like add files or add folder. So currently we have a files is available. So we are going to add a file. Let's say like we are going to add this mountains.jpg. Okay, so mountains file, mountains.jpg file is being added in here. Okay, and we want to upload it. It is going to take some time in uploading. Okay, so it is showing up successfully, it is being uploaded. Okay, and we want to close this one. So under this bucket we have objects is available, that is the mountain.jpg. Okay, and we want to add some more files. Let's say like one more file we are going to add it, that is the car GT edition we are going to add it. So these two files we have added, the two objects we have added, and we want to host our website, right? Static website we want to host it. So where you can go for static websites, you can see different options are present for the static. You can say for hosting a static website, you can go here at the properties section. So go here in the properties section, you are going to get an options here at the very bottom. You're going to get an option of static website hosting. Okay, in the static website hosting, it is showing disabled. Okay, we have to enable it. So let's say like we are getting an option of edit. Go here in the edit part. So currently it is disabled for us, so we are going to enable it. Okay, and it is mentioning host a static website. So it is by default, it is available index.document. So here you have to pass like whatever a document you have, like the file from which you want to host your website. So currently the index.html is available here. Okay, index.html. Okay, we have mentioned the array.html is not required for now, and we are going to do a save changes. Okay, so I'm just going to show you like what's under the HTML file. Okay, so we have, you can see the link is being generated. What I have told you, the how the link is being added, the name of the bucket. You can see the Vikas S3 tutorial is a bucket name for us, and the US East one is our AWS region. So what I have told you, the how the links would be shown for you, HTTP and the your bucket name and S3 website and the AWS region which you have chosen, and Amazon AWS.com. Okay, so we have file. I'm just going to show you like what is under the HTML file. Okay. Okay, so we have a file. So like it is available under the S3, and you can see the HTML file is there. Okay, and under this HTML file we want to check what's under this HTML file. So you can see here, you can see what I have added under this HTML file. Okay. Okay, so you can see what I have added. I have added HTML file. Under that, we have added a title of my web page. Okay, a very simple HTML I have created that is mentioned as a my web page. And under the body, I have added a heading of Love Mountains. Okay, and one paragraph I have mentioned, that is the Namaste AWS. Okay, and under the body, it is being closed, and the source is the mountain.jpg file. So the files which you have added under the objects part, it is being mentioned as a mountains.jpg. Okay, so this is our index.html. Okay, and let's say like we have enabled our static website hosting, and we want to add the index.html which is required for our static web hosting. Okay, we are going to upload that file. Okay, you can see the index.html is available. Okay, we are going to add it in here. Okay. Okay, so we have a file is available, that is a car GT edition, a mountains JPG file is available. Okay, and we want to access our static website. So where you are going to get the static website, under the properties section. So we have enabled a static website hosting, and it is being created through this link. And when we are going to click this link, what it is going to show us, it is going to show us a 403 forbidden error. So what I have told you, like if you are going to get a 403 forbidden error, so what we have to do in this case, so what it is mentioning, access is denied, message access is denied, and request ID it is mentioning it, and the host ID it is mentioning it. So the current file which we have, okay, the current file which we have currently in here, so it is not publicly available. So how we can make it public? So you can do, it's like I have told you like how the permissions is being done. Okay, and how we have to add our policy. So let's say like uh you want to remove access from the all public access. So what we can do, we can go here in the permission sections. Okay, in the permission section we want to go here. Okay, under the block public access, so from here go under this edit section. Okay, and click on block all public access. So we have unenabled it, so this block all public access, and click on save changes. Okay, you just have to add a confirm here after changing the public access. Okay, so you can see it is being changed as a block all public access is off. Okay, so now it is public, but we have to add a bucket policy. Okay, so we have to go here under the bucket policy. We need to go here in the edit section. Okay, I have shown you yesterday as also like how the edit section is being created. So under the policy examples, you're going to get the idea. like what are the things we have to create and how the policy is being created based upon the needs. Okay, so here we are going to public our files. So we are going to get in the policy generator. So under the policy generator, you are going to get some options. So select policy type is a step one. So here are the policy type we have to choose. For the S3 bucket policy, we want to use it. Okay, and effect I have told you we have to is if you want to provide an access to the user, so it could be allowed from here. Okay, from this principal part we are providing the all access of the files. Okay, and Amazon S3 is fine, the same S3 bucket policy, and options we have to select it actions. So the get object we have to select it. All right, get object. Okay, and the Amazon resource name, where you can find this Amazon resource name, so it is available under this bucket policy only. You can see the bucket ARN is available, Amazon resource name. So just click on this copy button. Okay, and you are going to paste it here. Okay, under this Amazon resource name, and the job is not being done. We have to provide the all access of whatever the bucket objects is available, that could be accessed, or a get object we can do that by via a slash asterisk. So what we have added, we have added the S3 bucket policy, we have allowed the effect principal, we have added AWS services, we have added, that is Amazon S3, and action we have added a get object. Okay, and the Amazon resource name we have added, and we are going to add a statement. So the statement is being created to generate policy. Click on the generate policy. So it is going to provide you the JSON file. What I have told you, the policies is being created in JSON file, in the key value pair it is being created. Okay, so just you have to copy it and just paste it here, and this is policy. Okay, the policy is being added, the policy ID, the version name, statement, and the statement we have provided, the actions, the S3 get object we have provided, effect we have provided, allow we have added, resource we have added, resource name, Amazon resource name we have added, slash asterisk, and the principal is asterisk. Okay, fine. So the bucket policy is being added. Now we are going to save it. So the bucket policy is being added, and the permissions we have provided, a block all public access is off for us. Okay, now we are okay. So we have made the public whatever the objects is being available under this bucket. So we have made it public, and the link which we have here, the same link is available here, the 403 forbidden error we are getting it right. So just we are going to, so see the result we got it when we have done the public. Okay, when we made the bucket public, then the index.html file is being accessed. Okay, so what we have added under the HTML file, we have mentioned a title as the mountains, and under the paragraph we have mentioned the Namaste AWS, and the source we have added for the image. So that is a mountains. You can see here the mountain is available. Okay, this mountains JPG file is available, that is, this is the mountain. Okay, and we have added here in the index.html. Okay, and you want to access this particular file and you want to open a new tab, so it is going to be opened. You can see the same link, this is the link we have, and this is the same link is available. So mountain.jpg file is available, and if you want to access the other file which are available under this bucket, you can see the car GT edition is available, so we can just rename here. Okay, cars car GT edition. JPEG file. Okay, it's a not a JPEG, JPEG. So okay, so you can see the mountains.jpg file is being accessed, and now we have changed the You can see the directory and the key full path is being added. So here we have added a car underscore gt addition.jpg, and we can able to access the files. Okay, the publicly it is being accessed. Okay, so we have seen through how we can host our website, static website, how we can host it, and I have shown what we have added under the index.html. Okay, and how it is being accessed. Publicly it is being accessed. Okay, so for making it public, what we have done, so we just gone in under this properties section and we have enabled the static website hosting. Okay, and if you want to disable it, there could be a option like you can disable it. So if a user don't want to access your particular file, you can disable it. Okay, so they can not able to access the files which are available in here. Okay, and the permissions we have added, like a block all IP address, block all public access, we can enable it and make it save changes. Okay, just you need to do a confirm and it is being on, so people can't able to access it. And you can delete this one if it is not required, so just delete. Okay, okay, so we delete it. So this is how you can make it the changes. Okay, now we have things are available, so you got the understanding how the static website is being created. Okay, now moving on to the next topic, that is a versioning. Okay, we talk about the versioning part. So Amazon web hosting is cleared for you. Now we are going to talk about Amazon S3 versioning. Versioning in Amazon S3. So what is the requirement of versioning? Okay, so if you are attaching any kind of you can say files under the buckets. Okay, so in that case, one id is being created for that part. Okay, and if you want that version is being created for you, you need to enable that versioning for you. Okay, so the versioning is required. We can version files in Amazon S3. Okay, and how the versioning means, like versionings we can do, not to the objects part we can provide a versioning. So we have to provide the versioning level to the bucket. Okay, bucket level versioning. Bucket level versioning we can do that. Okay, and we can rewrite. Okay, means like one object is being added, so I will show you like if the one object is being attached, and we can replace the same file with the same name, replace the same file with different version. Okay, like 1 2 3. So I'm just giving you example, like a 1 2 3 example, but it is creating a versioning id, it is going to create it. So it is alphanumeric number is there. So with that you got the understanding how the versioning happens. Okay, then it is a best practice, you can say, to version your buckets. So the buckets, if you are creating it, so it is best practice always on your versioning part. Okay, so for protecting against the unintended deletes, if you have done, means like unintended deletes, if we are deleting something, deleting files, unintending deleting files. Okay, and easy rollback. means like if the deleting files, if we are deleting files, we can restore the things, we can restore the files if we have the version name is available. So with that version name, version id, we are going to get an idea like this particular file is deleted by mistake, and we can able to restore that particular, we can delete that particular, you can say the versions, and we can able to access the deleted file which we have, we can able to access it. Okay, so when the versioning is required at the time of deleting files, when we are deleting any file, so in that case we can go with the versioning, always need to access the versioning part. Okay, and the bucket level, the versioning we have done at the bucket level, we have to version our files. Okay, and replace the same file with a different version. So I have told you like how the versioning is being added. Okay, how the versioning works, let's see with an example, or you can say with the image. Okay, so let's say like we have a bucket is available here. So this is our bucket. Okay, this is our S3 bucket. S3 bucket. Okay, and S3 bucket have objects. So under the S3 bucket, we have files are available. Okay, so let's say like one file is available, so that is so one file is available, that is a version 1 for us. So let's say like this file is a version 1. Okay, version 1, and the same file if we are attaching it with the same name, so different version is being created. So let's say like one more file we have attached, okay, with the same name. Okay, something is available under this object, and this is a version 2 for us. Okay, and the version 3, if we want to check a different files, the same files if we are attaching it with a different name, so different version is being going to be created. Okay, so this is a version 3 for us. And how it is being uploaded through the users, means like users can upload this files under the S3 bucket. Upload, and this is a user, and user means like in the under the S3 bucket we can able to add a different versioning of the files. Okay, means like one file is being available, and you, if you want to replace that file, you can replace it, and that version is being created to a different versions. Okay, like it is being divided with different version name, and this file is being divided with a different version name, like a different versions names, it is being created. So it would be easy for you for restoring it if by mistake if you're deleting something under the bucket. Okay, all right, so we got the understanding like how the versioning works. Okay, so let's see with the hands on like how the versioning works. Okay, okay, so there is a requirement of we need to make the public, okay, this index.html file. So the same steps we have to follow here. Under the properties we need to go and enable this static website. We are going to enable it, and the host static website, the same thing you have to attach here, that is an index.html. Okay, under the errors.html is not being required, redirect rules is not needed, save changes. So it is going to create the link here. Okay, the name of the you can say the bucket list, and bucket name, and the US East, you can say your AWS region. Okay, under the permissions we need to make the changes. We need to make the changes here, like a block all up public access. We have to uncheck this part. Okay, and do the save changes. Just write a confirm. Okay, and under this bucket policy we need to attach the policies. So how the policies is being attached, we have to click on the AWS generator. We need to select this S3 bucket policy, allow principal, we can attach, you can say asterisk, we can attach it, and as Amazon S3 is fine, we can select a get object. Okay, get object, yeah, get object. All right, so the ARN, that is an Amazon resource name that you can find it here under this bucket ARN. Just click on copy and slash asterisk we can provide slash. Okay, so everything is being attached here. Select the policy type. We have selected S3 bucket policy. Allow, we have done that. Principal is asterisk. Amazon S3. One action we have added, that is a get object we have added. Amazon resource name we have attached, that is the Amazon resource name, you can find it out here. The bucket policy name is available, that is Amazon resource name, and we are going to add statement, and it has been created. You just go here in the under the generate policy. It is being created under this JSON format. You just have to copy it, okay, and paste it here. Okay, ID, it is being generated, version, statement, and effect. Okay, so it is fine. Version is policy is being created. Okay, now we want to check like our link is working for. Okay, so it is working. Okay, so let's say like if you want to change like a versioning. Okay, what I have told you, like, when we have to use a versioning, when you have idea like you are going to delete, means like something is going to be deleted from your bucket list. Okay, under the bucket some object is going to be deleted. So in that case, if we are versioning it, so we can able to access the deleted file and we can able to restore the files. Okay, so I'm just going to show you if we want to replace the files as well, and how it is being working as an the versioning. Okay, so you just have to go here under the property sections, and beside the object section you can see the property section is available, under which you are going to get a bucket versioning. Okay, currently it is showing it is disabled, so you need to go here under the edit section. Okay, bucket versioning is suspended, so you just click on the enable and okay, fine, and do the save changes. So if you done the changes, so you're going to get an option here to show the version. So currently it is showing null. It's because the version before creation of this bucket we didn't choose the version. Okay, the bucket version we didn't choose it. Because of that it is showing a version ID is nil. Okay, let's make the changes. Okay, in the HTML file. So let's say like we have a file is available. So this is not the file we are requiring. Okay, the file we are requiring, that is index.html. So this is our index.html and we need to open it under the sublime text. Okay, and we are going to change something in here. So let's say like love mountains. So previously the index.html file we have attached love mountains. The heading we have added, that is a love mountain. So we are going to attach I love mountains and beach. Okay, love mountains and beach. So we have done the changes. Now save it. Okay, so we made the changes and we want to upload that file in here. So currently what index file is available in this index.html file, if you remember, so this under this you can see love mountains I have mentioned. Okay, and we are going to upload the changes file we have. The file locally we have done the changes. We are going to enable the show versions and we are going to upload the index.html. So let's go here under this index.html in which we have done the changes. Okay, and just open it. Okay, and just upload it. Okay, all right, just close. So you can see the index.html file is being available, and we have replaced with the same name. Okay, what changes we have done? We just have added love mountains and beach. Okay, and in the my web page, let's see like it is being changed or not. See, it is just replaced with the index.html. Whatever the index.html previously we have, it is just replaced it. Okay, and if you want to check it out like it is being replaced, so you can see under the show versions, you just have to enable the show version, so you can see the previously created index.html file is available with you. That is a version id is null for you, and the replaced file, that is the index.html file, is already being available. That is being versioned to a bwyn. With these version id, it is being available. Okay, and let's suppose like if you are going to delete this one. Okay, you want to delete this object. Okay, just click on permanently delete the changes we have done in the index.html currently. Okay, so it is going to be deleted. Okay, so sometimes it happens like if you have deleted that particular file, so whatever the file previously it is available, with that file it is going to be restored. Okay, you can see the index.html in which the heading what we have given, love mountains only, we didn't attach, and beach. You can see I'm just going to refresh it and it is going to show us love mountains only. So what versioning doing here? Versioning is attaching or replacing the files which are available, and it is provide you some kind of a version to that part. Okay, and if you are deleting that particular index.html, then that particular file which you have replaced, it is going to be restored for you. Okay, so let's see like with another example. So let's say we have this car GT edition file is available, and currently it is available here, and we want to delete this file. Okay, so from here only we can delete it. So let's say like this is our file, so we'll have an option of delete. Okay, we are going in the delete option. Okay, so it is showing a delete markers, add delete markers to them, so we are going to delete it. Okay, so we have successfully deleted this GT edition. So you can see it is not being available, but if we are doing a show version, so you can see the delete marker, the type of the file is delete marker. Okay, and the file is already being available under here. Okay, and the version is being created, the deletion file which you have created with the version id is being available under the storage part. Okay, you can see the versioning is being added with the file which we have deleted. Okay, and if you are going to delete this file, okay, let's say like you want to delete this file, just say permanently delete. It is mentioning like we have to attach a name here, that is a permanently deleted. So it is deleted. Okay, see what I have told you, like when we are able to delete anything by mistake, if sometimes happens like if you are choosing some files and you have chosen some other files. Okay, so in that case your file is being deleted, and if you want to restore it, so in that case always go for a bucket versioning whenever you are creating your S3 bucket. So in that case always go for the bucket versioning at very first. If the versioning is being done, okay, then you can able to restore the files. Okay, and replace the files with the same name. You can do that, means a version id is being created for that particular file. If you are clicking on the show versions, you can able to see the version ids. Okay, currently the car edition is available, the same file which is being deleted, currently it is available. All right, so what we understand, we understood like how the web hosting works, static web hosting through the Amazon S3. How we can do that? We need to enable it publicly, and we need to pass a policy under the S3 bucket. Then we have seen how the versioning is made. Okay, different versioning is made. So with the versioning, I have shown you the index.html. We made the changes locally and we have uploaded the file, and that particular file is replaced with the index.html. So this index.html is being hidden under the version part. It is comes under the null version ID. Okay, and we have attached the file, so it is being attached to a different version IDs. So different alphanumeric numbers are being attached. So through that it is being accessed. Okay, so we got the idea how the versioning works and how the static website works for us. So let's move on to other topic, that is in replication. Okay. All right. So we are moving on to Amazon S3 replication. Replication, or you can say SCRR. I'll just let you know like what is the meaning of CRR and SRR in Amazon S3. So what is the requirement of replication? When you are creating any kind of an object in one section, so if we want to relate with the storage, so you remember like I have told you like a EBS storage, right? Elastic block store is available in which we can attach the volumes in one server only, in one region only. Sorry, not server, one region, under the one region in which we can able to access that volume. We can't able to access to a different region. Means like in a US East region, one EVS volume is available. You can't able to access the US East region volume through the Mumbai region. Okay, that is an Asia region if you want to access it. So you can't able to access it. So in that case, we need to do a snapshots, right? With the snapshots, we are just creating the EBS volume to a different region. Okay, through that snapshots, we are going to create like we need to attach the Mumbai regions to the Mumbai region. We need to attach a volume. So in that case, snapshots comes into the picture. Okay, but in the S3 bucket we can replicate the file to a different region. So let's suppose like if we have created one bucket to a US East region, okay, and we want to access, you can say you want to store that particular file in somewhere else bucket, somewhere else bucket which is available in Canada. Okay, so in that case you can replicate the files from one bucket to other buckets to a different regions. Okay, so what is the meaning of versioning? Means replication always means like in the part of replication you always enable versioning. What I have told you, like every time whenever you are creating your S3 bucket, always enable versioning. Okay, and next if you are talk about the points replication we can do, so cross means like the CRR stands for cross region replication. CRR stands for cross region replication. What I have told you, cross region application. So the same thing I have mentioned, like if the one bucket files are available in US East one region and you want to access that particular file through the Canada region, so in that case CRR you have to do that. Means like the cross origin we can replicate the files. Okay, and if we talk about SRR, so SRR is stands for same region replication. So here the difference is means like if one bucket is being created and you want to replicate that bucket to a different region, so in that case the same region you have to select it. Okay, and it could be possible like you can add buckets in the different AWS accounts. It also being happened. means like from like a replication you can do that. Buckets can be in a different region. Buckets in a different AWS region. Okay, and we are just copying the asynchronous data we have, like one bucket in which we are uploading the files, and that is being going asynchronous. We are copying it. Okay, and we need to provide a proper IAM. It's like must provide IAM permissions. To S3. Okay, so when you are doing replication, so we have to enable a versioning. So it could be find it out like if the files is being attached to one bucket, the same file, the same version file is available in different bucket. So it could be understandable to the hands-on. So currently the CRR, we are going to do the cross region replication we are going to do, and the buckets in different AWS region you can do that, and must provide an IAM permission. So you need to provide an IAM permission to S3. Okay, and let's say like how it is being done. So let's say like we have a one bucket is available. So let's say like this is one bucket. We have this bucket is available. Okay, this is our bucket. Okay, this is a S3 bucket which is under US East region. Okay, so let's say this is available under US East region. Okay, and we want to replicate the bucket. So let's say like we have one more bucket is available. Okay, here where the replication file is being stored, we have a bucket is there. This is one more bucket. Okay, so this is our S3 bucket which is in different region. Let's say this bucket is available in, you can say, a Mumbai region. Okay, so this is available in Mumbai region, and we want to store this bucket to this bucket. And how we can do that? Asynchronous copy we are doing it. Okay, so one bucket is available in Mumbai. Okay, in which objects is being attached under the S3 bucket, and we want to copy that particular files. Okay, the policies we have to create it, and then the policies based on that policies it is being attached to this S3 bucket which is available in US East 1 region. Okay, so we got the understanding how the replication is being done. We have to enable the versioning at very first when you are creating a S3 bucket. Okay, and the how we can do the S3 bucket means like a replication across region also we can do that, or a same region replication also we can do that. Okay, copy asynchronous, like a data is being stored as an asynchronous copy. Okay, and must provide an IAM permissions to S3. Okay, and through this image we got the idea like one bucket is available in Mumbai, and that particular same object is being available under the S3 bucket if we are storing in Mumbai. So asynchronous copy of that particular file is being stored under this S3 bucket under the US East region. Okay, now let's see with the hands-on like how it is being done. First of all, you have to create a two buckets. Currently, we have created one bucket, and I'll just show you like how the buckets is being deleted. Okay, so you just have to go here under the bucket section. So you can see this file we have created. It is mentioned as a Vikas S3 tutorial we have created. So we are going to delete this bucket. Currently, it is showing this bucket is not empty. So we are just deleting it by typing permanently delete. Okay. To empty. Okay. The files is being deleted. Now you can able to delete this bucket. Okay. Click on delete. And the name of the bucket, just copy it and paste it here. All right, so you can see how the bucket is being deleted. Now the two buckets we have to create it. One I have told you, which is available under the Mumbai region, and example I have told you, like I'm just going to take a different regions. You can take a different regions as well. Okay, first we are going to create one bucket. Just go here in this create bucket section. Okay, and the same thing you need to follow. You can see the one bucket I'm going to create that is available in US East, North Virginia. That is the US East one. Okay, and the bucket name you have to attach, that could be a unique. If you remember, like a unique name we have to attach is, let's say like S3, the same thing I'm going to attach, but a different thing. Let's say like origin. This is our origin, and V1 we can attach. Okay, let's say like a Vikas S3 demo hyphen origin V1. We have named a bucket name. I hope this could be a unique name for us for this region. Object ownership is fine. ACL disabled. Block public access is fine. Versioning, we have to enable it here. Okay, what I have told you, always go for the enabling your versioning part. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to disable it for now. Like I have to show you like how the versioning works. Okay. And tax is fine. Server side encryption is fine. Okay. Create bucket. So we have one bucket is available, that is a Vikas S3 demo origin V1. Okay, and this bucket is available in US East North Virginia, that is the US East one. Now we are going to create a new bucket, and now we are going to choose, let's say like we want to choose this Asia Pacific Mumbai region. Okay, we have chosen a Mumbai region, and the bucket name we are going to add it. So let's say like with the small case, always we have to go for the lowercase letter S3 demo replica. Okay, so this is our replica bucket where all the files which we are attaching in first bucket which we have created, that could be stored under this Vikas S3 demo replica. Okay, ownership is fine. Block all public access is fine. Bucket buzzing, I'm just going to show you like how you can enable it. Okay, just going to enable. Okay, just enable it. Okay, for that particular file bucket also, I'm just going to enable it. So let's say like this is our first bucket, right? And we want to change the permissions here. It comes under the property. Okay, versioning is enabled. Okay, so you can see the two buckets we have created. Okay, one bucket is the Vikas S3 demo origin V1, that is a unique. So because of that, it has been created, and the different name we have taken, that is the Vikas S3 demo replica. You can see that regions are different. So here the cross region replications we are going to do it. Okay, so what changes we have to do? Let's suppose like if we are going to attach some files in here. Okay, like we are going to attach this mountains.jpg. Okay, yes. So you can see it is being stored in here, and we want to, people wants to access your replication budget. So whatever the files is being attached in here, so it could be added under the, you can say, replication. So you can see the replication rules, you can find it out under the management sections, and where you want to make the changes, from where the asynchronous copy, you want to do that. So under the main file, so currently the main file for the main bucket is the Vikas S3 demo origin v1 is our main file, in which we want to create a replication rules. So you just go here under a replication rule, okay, and you will get an option of create a replication rule, where you can get this option. You can get this option in management. We are under the bucket, okay, Vikas S3 demo origin v1, we are under this bucket, and we have an option of management. We can click on a management part and you can able to get the replication. So just click on create replication rule, okay. Here you have to provide a name of the rule. So let's say like Vikas, I'm just attaching the rule name, demo rule, okay. So the replication name we have mentioned here, the replication rule configuration we have mentioned, the Vikas demo rule we have mentioned, status is enabled, okay, priority is 0, fine. And it is mentioned the source bucket name is a Vikas S3 demo origin v1, okay. The source name is USGist, and limit the scope for this rule using one or more filters. No, we are going to apply for all the buckets, okay. So click on apply on all buckets, just click on apply to all objects in buckets, and destination we need to specify, choose a bucket in this account or specify a bucket in another account. So we have a bucket is available in this account only, it is not being available in other account. We just have to search for a browse s3. So you can see we have the file is available, where you can get this file under this destination where the replication could be happen, okay. So under this destination you just have to select this. By default it is being selected, but you make sure this choose a bucket in this account. Your the second bucket is being created in the same account, right? So you can browse it and you can find it out. The replica bucket is available. Just click on this one and click on next, choose, okay. So the bucket name is being added. You can see Vikas S3 demo replica is being added, and you can see the Asia Pacific Mumbai AP South we have attached, okay. Choose from existing IAM roles. We need to choose a IAM role. So currently it is available. Create a new role, you can mention it, okay. You are going to get an option here, create a new role. You are going to get, you have to select it, okay. Replicate objects encrypt, fine. Change stock storage class, okay. Okay, so everything is fine. What we have done, the replication rule we have mentioned, Vikas demo rule, we have enabled the status, okay. And under the source bucket we have chosen the apply to all objects in bucket. By default it was chosen as a limit the scope of this rule using one or more filters. So we have chosen this apply to all objects in bucket. Destination we have chosen, it's because the files are available in this account only. If the files is available in some other account, so you have to choose a specify a bucket in another account, okay. And the bucket name is available in here, so you can see the bucket name we have chosen Vikas S3 demo replica, okay. That is available under the region Asia Pacific region. IAM role we have selected create new role, encryption is fine, destination storage class is fine. Now we are going to save it. Our policy is being created, okay. It is going to ask you question like existing objects currently, like whatever the files is being available in your uh, first bucket, means like a first bucket we have created, that is the origin bucket which we have. If you want to store that particular file to this bucket, or you want to replicate the file if you are attaching now, okay. So currently it is mentioning here no, do not replicate existing objects. Whatever the files are available in first bucket could not be replicated to the next file, the replica file bucket which we have, okay. So we are going to submit it. So the policy is being created. Now what we are going to do, so we have created a policy. So with the version name you can able to see here the mountains, it is available with the version ID, okay. And we are going to attach one file. Let's see like our the rule which we have added under the management section is being created successfully or not, okay. And the files which we are uploading in this demo origin v1, it's being attached to the replica part or not. So we are going to upload some other files. So let's say like the file we are going to attach, that is a car GT edition, we are going to attach it, okay. Just upload it. And let's see, it is being available here. So you can see that car GT edition is being attached, and it have a version ID is mentioned with the QLZER. Now we want to check it is available in the replica part or not. It is going to take some time, okay, but we want to check it is available there or not. Just go under the buckets, okay, and the replica bucket we have created, right? So currently it is not available, so we have to wait for some time, okay. It is going to be copied in this replica part, okay. Wait for 5 to 10 seconds. You just have to refresh this part. So whatever files you are attaching, so this is the replica file. In the replication policy, what we have attached, this bucket name we have attached, and this bucket name is available in which region? It is available in Mumbai region, okay. Going to hard refresh. Wait for some time, it is going to be shown in here, okay. Wait for more 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. What we have attached, what we have chosen at the time of creation of the policy, the replication policy, it was asking whatever the existing object is available. The existing object is available, that is a mountain, okay. If we have chosen the existing object, yes, the existing objects we want to replicate in the new bucket part, but we didn't chosen, we chosen whatever the files we are creating after creation of the replication policy, it is going to be attached. So currently we have attached the car GT edition under this Vikas S3 demo origin B1 bucket, okay. So it is being attached, and the version it is showing, that is QLZER, starting with the QLZER and with some numbers. Alphanumeric name is available. Now see, like it is available. It is going to take some time, okay. The same file is going to be shown in here, okay. And if you want to check the version ID, so the same version ID is being shown in here, okay. Okay, some more files we are going to add it. So let's suppose like index.html, if you want to add it, okay. Index.html we have, this is our origin file, okay. We are uploading it. It files is being attached, versioning is being accessed, okay. Okay, see what I have told you, it is going to take some time, okay. Like a 10 seconds based upon the internet connection you have. So based on that, it is going to take some time, at least 1 minute. It is sometimes happens like it takes some up to 5 minutes as well, okay. So this is our replica bucket, right? And the bucket from the origin in which the replication permissions management we have added, the replication rules we have provided, okay. Object is being available, that is a car GT edition, okay. The version ID is QLZER, so this is QLZER, right? Remember that this is QLZER. And we have the bucket is available, that is a Vikas S3 demo replica, where the file is being copied, okay. So whatever the files is being attached in this bucket, it is being shown to this replica bucket, okay. Now you can see the version ID is QLZER, okay. The same ID is being available, right? And I have attached this index.html as well. The same index.html is being shown in here. See, index.html is also being shown, and the version ID is 2RCU, and the same is available under this 2RCU, okay. So you got the idea, like how the cross region replication is being happened. If you have a file is being available, and if you want that particular file is being accessed to a different region, so you can replicate the files, okay. With the two buckets you can replicate it. The two buckets we have created, this bucket is available in, you can say, in the US East region it is available, and this replication bucket is available in Mumbai region, okay. So we have changed the management, okay. The rules we have changed it, Okay, under the replication rules, we have changed it and we have enabled like whatever the files or the objects we are attaching in this bucket, it is being which is being shown to this replica file. It is being copied asynchronous in this file. Okay, so you can see the versions are same. Whatever the files we have attached, the same versions ID version file is being attached in. Okay. Okay, so we cleared the three things. The replications we have covered, right? Now moving on to storage classes. Okay, storage classes we are going to learn. So with these versioning, we got the idea like what is the meaning of versioning and how the copy or you can say a cross region replication, how it is being done. And with the same replication region, we can also do that. It's possible like with this demo region is available in the US East region. So we can create the same bucket in the same region and we can replicate it. Okay. Now moving on to the storage class. Okay. Storage class. Amazon S3 storage class. When we have a requirement of storage class, so there are different versions of class is available for the storage. Okay, sometimes it happens like if you want to store your data, okay, and it could be possibility like you want to access it daily, that data you can access it daily. Okay, so the S3 have created a different classes, so based on that classes you can store your data. Okay, so different classes are available. Okay, so based on that classes you can store the data. One use case I have told you, like you want to store the data and you want to access that file regularly. Okay, and you are accessing that file regularly, but it happens like if you want to store the data for your means like if sometimes it's happen if you have a requirement of data but not frequently you have a requirement of that data, you want to store that particular data in the storage part. So in that case, a different class is available for you. I'm talking about the different classes here. So let's say like Amazon storage class is that part. The two use cases I have told you, based on that use cases, Amazon S3 is being created different classes. Let's start with for general purpose, like for a general purpose, we want to what are the class name of for a general purpose, that is Amazon S3 standard. So if you are when we are creating our bucket, always you have seen like whenever we are uploading any files, so in that case it is going to ask us where the file could be stored. Okay, where the file could be stored. So in the storage class, it is always being stored under the standard section. General purpose means I'll let you know about in detail about the classes. For the general purpose, whatever the files you are attaching it. So frequently access means like if you want to access the files frequently, like you have created one file and you want to access it more than once a month, means like monthly if you want to access the files, and in that case you can go with the standard class. Okay, that is a general purpose, you can say S3 standard. And if we talk about standard infrequent access, standard infrequent access. When we have to choose this standard infrequent access, when you have to infrequently access data, means like infrequently access data means like once a month you want to check your data. Okay, and that could be accessed within a milliseconds. with milliseconds you want to access data, but the requirement is not necessary. It is coming once in a month. Once in a month it is required, but within a milliseconds you want to access the data, then you can go with standard infrequent access. Okay. This is the second class. The first class is for a general purpose, the S3 standard, which is by default if you're attaching it. So it is going under the S3 standard. And if you want to attach the files under the standard, you can say infrequent access, and within a milliseconds if you want to access the files, which is once in a month if you are doing it, so you can go with the standard infrequent access. Okay. Next we are talking about S3 ozone infrequent access. Infrequent access. When we have to choose this S3 ozone infrequent access, when a single digit millisecond response times for the most frequently accessed data. Okay. Most frequently accessed data means like if you have stored that particular data and if you want to access that data, okay, within a single digit milliseconds, okay, response time is single digit millisecond. Okay, so in that case you can go with S3 ozone express or S3 ozone infrequent access class. Okay, and one more class is, that is a S3 glacier instant retrieval. Okay, so when we have to use this glacier instant retrieval, okay, when you want to archive your data for a long time, okay, if you have a data or object is available and you want to archive that part in the S3 bucket for a long lived archive data, you want to access it once a quarter with an instant retrieval in milliseconds. So let's take an example. If you want to store one image, okay, if you want to store an image that is not being required for you, okay, long lived means like you can add your image as an object, you are adding it in the bucket, but you are not using or accessing that files regularly. Okay, it is being stored in the S3 storage, but you want to access sometimes like a once in a quarter you want to access it. So in that case, and it could be instance retrieval for you, means like you, if you want to retrieve that particular file, it could be retrieved within a milliseconds. So in that case, like you can go with the S3 glacier instant retrieval. And if we talk about a different class, that is a S3 glacier flexible retrieval. Okay, when we have to choose this glacier flexible retrieval, okay, the same thing, what is happening in the glacier instant retrieval, it is happening like if you want to store the data, but it is not required like you want to access it daily, quarterly you want to access it. Okay, and it could be accessed in the milliseconds. Okay, but in the glacier flexible retrieval, okay, in that case you have stored the object under the bucket, but it could be accessed once in a year. Okay, once in a year you want to access that file, then you can go with the glacier flexible retrieval. And this glacial flexible retrieval, under which you can retrieve that file in minutes, or you can say in hours you can do that. and it is a cheap, you can say, a cheap storage in under the S3. Okay, so when the use case comes, like you want to store the files and you want to access the files, and it you can retrieve it within a minutes or 2 hours also, you can do that. Okay, then you can go with the Glacier S3 Glacier flexible retrieval. If we talk about S3 Glacier Deep Archive, when we have to choose a deep archive one, when you are storing a data for a long time, so this Glacier comes like when you want to store the files for a maximum time or for a long time. Okay, so when we have attached the files under the bucket we have attached the objects. Okay, and we want to access less than a once a year. Okay, and with a retrieval of hours, means like if we want to retrieve the files which is available under the Glacier Deep Archive, it is being accessed within an hour. You can retrieve it. Okay, then you can go with the Amazon S3 Glacier Deep Archive. If we talk about the S3 intelligent tiering. So when Amazon S3 intelligent tiering, when we have to use it for data with changing or unknown access patterns. So you have no idea like when we have to use that particular file. So sometimes it's happen, we have a files are available. Okay, files are available and that particular file is being accessed. We don't have idea like this file is being accessed within this month or this year. We don't have idea about it. So in that case, we can go with the intelligent tiering. So in that case, the data with changing or unknown access patterns. So in that case, you can go with intelligent tiering, Amazon S3. Okay. So these are the, you can say, the classes we have for different classes for different use cases, you can say. And this S3 have durability and the availability, you can say. So what is the meaning of durability and availability? S3 durability and accessibility in S3. Okay, so durability and accessibility means like how the files is being available. So if we talk about the durability, so under the durability, so this durability is being means like the files could be durable till 99.999%. Okay, means like it is your file could be durable as 99.9% in different availability zone. Okay, and so there could be a possibility like if you are storing a 10 lakh of files, if you are storing a 10 lakh of files, okay, 10 lakh of files you are storing it, and with Amazon S3 if you are storing, so you can on an average expect to incur a loss of single object once in a year of 10,000. Okay, 10,000 years you can able to lost your profile, lost your resources. Okay, and it durability like it is being accessed or same for all storage classes. The classes which I have told you, these are the, you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 classes we have. It is being accessible means like durability is 99.999% and different availability zones. If there could be a possibility like if a 10 lakhs of objects is available under the Amazon S3, and you can on average expect to incur a loss, means like you can expect to incur a loss of 10,000 in a 10,000 years. And if we want to talk about the durability, if we talk about the availability part, so under the durability we have seen 99.9% the files is durable for us. Okay, so availability means like it measures how readily available a service is, how many servers is readily available for us. And it is depending on the storage class. And so these are the two things you can say. If we are talk about the two different classes we have, these are the classes we have. With that classes, how the data could be durable under these classes and how it is available based upon the region. So you can see durable means like a 99.99% of the data is being available in different availability zones. Okay, and it is means like AWS is claiming like once like 10 lakhs of data, if you are 10 lakhs of objects you are attaching in one region, okay, on Amazon S3, and you can expect a loss of, you can expect a loss on 10,000 years. In 10,000 years, once in a 10,000 years, your data could be lost. And this durability is being available for same for all storage classes. Whatever the storage classes is available, so your data could be secured in here. Okay, and availability means like your data would be available in different servers, which is readily available for you. Okay, and it is varying depending on the storage classes, means like this availability is varying in different classes, like a different classes, different availability would be there. Okay, so we got the idea. Like these classes will going to understand this class with an example. We are going to understand. So for the agenda, what things we have covered today, we have covered the static website. So I have shown you like what we have done, how we can host our website. Okay, and I'm just going to show you some hands-on with related to classes as well. Okay, with related to S3 storage class, what is the difference in between different classes and how the classes is being done. Okay, so static website we have created, and I have shown you with a simple HTML how the static website is being hosted. Okay, and with the public website how we can create it, and with the versioning, the hands-on versioning, we have seen what is the meaning of versioning. If something is being deleted, so that deleted part also is being created as a version for us. If you are deleting the version file, the old file which we have deleted is being restored for us. Okay, so always if you are creating a S3 bucket, okay, so in that case always enable the versioning part. And we have seen the replication. Why we have to do the replication is like we want to store our files in some other regions as well. Okay, so there are two properties of regions replication. There is a you can say cross region replication is there, or a same region replication is also there. Okay, so I have shown you like a cross region replication, how it is being happened. The two buckets we have created, the first bucket is in US East region, and the second bucket we have created that is present under, you can say, in the Mumbai region. Okay, so whatever we have done the changes in the, you can say, replication policies, we have done the changes in one bucket from which we have attached our objects in one bucket. So that particular bucket, whatever the objects is being attached, so it is being shown in the second bucket. Okay, with the versioning we can get the idea like how it is being attached. Okay, the storage classes we have discussed, the different storage classes and different use cases. Based on the use cases we can attach the storage you can say classes. Encryption, I'll let you know, like the encryption is a very small topic. We are going to understand this encryption in tomorrow's class, and some more sections we are going to discuss tomorrow. We are going to cover this S3 by tomorrow. Okay, we are going to understand the encryption part. We are going to understand the access analyzer, like how the IAM access analyzer is being happened, and what are the responsibilities we have to take care of if we are working with the S3 bucket. Okay. Okay, fine. So we got the idea. With these agendas we have completed it. So by tomorrow we are going to complete the S3 bucket for us. Okay, and we'll move on to different service. Okay, so for now we have completed our agenda. So good night. I hope like you have learned a new thing today. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, guys. Good night.